Hey YouTube, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a flashlight review for you, and today we're taking a look at an Olight. This is the Olight, flip this guy over, S1R Baton. Really nice little light. And I want to do a little bit of a different format on this. I figure the main things people care about is how big is it and how bright is it, okay? So I'm going to hit those things first and then we'll go into some of the other details. So the size and weight on this guy, it's 2 5/8 inches long. It's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. It weighs 1.9 ounces. So what does that mean in real life? Well, there is some chapstick for you. There is a typical size writing pen. Here is a toonie. What else have I got here? Try not to bang the camera, Kevin. Let's move that out of the way. There you go. There is a Mannix 2 lockback. So hopefully those items give you some idea of what you're dealing with on size here. And I can tell you that it carries really, really well. Now I carry it in the pocket, not clipped to my pants the way some people do. I just find it much more comfortable that way. So that's my size, weight, and carry discussion. How about brightness? Well, I'll roll in some beam shots here for you from outdoors. Hey guys, Kevin Cleary here with a quick beam shot on the Olight S1R Baton. This is on the low setting, so it'd be 12 lumens. You can see I can't quite get to the back of the yard. There it is on the medium setting. Again, the phone's not, or the camera's not able to pick up the amount of light I'm producing. And then finally, there it is on the high setting, the 300 lumens. And that does light up my backyard pretty darn good. There's the boys' play stuff all covered in snow. All right, so just to give you an idea, so that's the high setting. Let me go ahead and grab a couple of other lights. So I've got the Phoenix PD35 here, and there it is on its highest setting. It's about 1,000 lumens, so you can see maybe it's like 800 or 900, but you can see a significant difference there. And you can also see a much more significant hot spot there on the trees. And then finally, one more. This is going to be very bright. This is the TN32 from ThruNite, and it is, of course, very bright. Got a really, really good throw on it, just to kind of give you a little bit of context for the other light. There you go. We'll get back to the main tabletop review. Okay, now that you've had a chance to take a look at those, let me just kind of run through the performance on this. So this goes from 0.5 lumens up to 900 lumens. The sort of two super bright modes are 900 lumens in like ST, like super turbo, and then 600 in turbo. Both of those modes, though, do drop down to 300 lumens after, a minute or so, a minute and a half maybe. In high, it's going to be 300 lumens. In medium, it's going to be 60 lumens. And in low, it's going to be 12 lumens. It also does, of course, have the 0.5 lumen moonlight mode, which you get to by holding the button down. And it's on now, and you guys can't even tell. Okay, so let's quickly run through function. I guess that's the other main thing people are going to care about the most. So you push the button, and the light turns on in the last mode you had it in. Let's see, let's get it a little brighter here. There we go. So there it is in low. Hold the button down, and you're going to notice it keeps getting brighter and goes back. So there's low, medium, high. If you want to get it into turbo, you have to double click. There you go. And again, one click shuts it back off. It does have a strobe feature. There you go. And it does have moonlight mode, which we already showed just by holding the button down when you first turn it on. So there are a couple of other settings that this has that honestly you're never going to use. So I'm not even going to get into that too much. You can go to a Flashlight Geek channel for more discussion like that. Like you can get into details about the emitter and all kinds of things. So let's talk next about durability. This guy is, of course, IPX8 water resistant, and it's drop tested to 1 meter. I found these lights to be very, very durable. In fact, the larger brother to this, the S2 Baton that I have here, I actually put it through the laundry. So pretty much worst case scenario there, and it came out completely unscathed. In fact, when I first took it out, I thought, man, there's going to be full of water and all this stuff. So I opened it up. There was not a drop of water inside. I put the cap back on, turned it on, and it worked beautifully. Now, that's not a test I would recommend you do with your flashlight, but it just accidentally happened. So I figure it works as a good way of sharing with you a little bit about the durability on Olights, which are very good. Now, what would I say is the best use for this? Well, definitely an EDC light or a camping light. I have used this a lot for regular EDC tasks, lighting up a basement that's too dark, or lighting up my shed when I go outside at night. I have one shed that's kind of at the back of the yard and doesn't have power, so whenever I go out there in the night, I've got to have some light. This works really well for that kind of thing. This is not a search and rescue light, but it works great for camping. It works great for, I don't know if you're one of those people who goes out and finds your own dew worms for fishing, those kind of jobs. This light is going to do really, really well. And of course, it's going to have that nice small form factor, which makes it wonderful. I've also used it like for car repair and, and fixing, finding something on a small engine like the lawnmower or the snowblower that I can't see very well. And it's handy for knife reviews, so I can shine it inside of a knife and show you guys what's going on internally. In terms of the power on this guy, it does take a special battery. So if you order the the one with the R designation, the S1R, okay, it's going to ship with, or it's going to come with a rechargeable 123, which is going to be slightly modified from a normal CR123 battery and have a little higher output. It's also, of course, going to be rechargeable, but it's pretty well specific to this light. So if you're one of those guys who tries to keep all your lights the same, that could be a bit of a problem. Now, while we're talking about power, let me show you how this guy recharges, and that is via this little cord. So this pops into a USB port, the one on your phone charger or whatever. You probably have a dozen of these around the house. And then this side just clips on here. So I mostly leave this plugged into my computer and charge it that way while I'm at work. I have from time to time needed it and been able to charge it with a car charger. I've charged it with a wall charger from my cell phone, lots of other options. Basically anything that has a USB output like this. Even a lot of your portable power supplies are going to have that output. So in that sense, it's pretty handy. This is a great option, I feel like, if you don't want to buy a bunch of batteries. For this light, I have a few lights that have CR1 18650s, and so I have a bunch of them. If you don't want to go and buy a bunch of specialty batteries like I did, I have, as I say, I have a bunch of CR123s, I have a bunch of 18650s, and that's frankly kind of annoying. You just buy the light and recharge it and use it, which is pretty slick. So there you go, guys. I think this is a pretty handy light. I do like it an awful lot. I find it extremely impressive that you can get 900 lumens out of a light of this size, albeit only for a minute or two, but still, that's pretty cool. In normal use, yeah, of course you're going to be using the 300 lumen high mode most of the time, and I've never had a problem thinking, oh man, I need a brighter light. And if you do need a brighter light, you're probably doing something beyond, a typical EDC job, like looking for something in a dark room or something. You're involved in search and rescue, and that's a whole nother animal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this flashlight video format, if you think this is a good way to organize it, or if you would suggest a different way, and we will talk to you soon.